Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Obey. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. Today we're taking a look at some comics, and it is Femforce. It's the next four in line. This is Femforce 93 to 96. And you'll already notice that the covers are very, very different than normal. You've got everything lined up to the side. They have started their countdown to issue 100. And a lot of these covers, like what is going on with this cover, looks totally not normal. We got a photo cover and a couple other just various covers. This first one here we'll start off with issue 93, $2.95 cover price. This is a Gorby Heike cover, looks like, and one of the more interesting, just straight up interesting covers, just the way that it's outlined. We're still black and white, and the year is 1996. Let's see. So we got Shattered Memories going on here. Start out with a big opening page. Very black and white stuff. Let's see. Story and art by C. Bradford Gorby. Okay, I knew he did a lot of art. Didn't know he wrote some issues. Or maybe I did. Maybe it's just early and I forgot that. But that seems like a fact I didn't quite recall. Inks, Mark Heike. Tones and Balloons, Christy Cherms. And your editor is Bill Black. But it is some really nice black and white panels. And I love the way they're kind of jumbled in there. And you can follow the story in a line. I like how he does that. Some great facial expressions going on. Arm Brat, Born to Kill. I'm not sure what that says, but I'm trying to read the coffee mug there. But nice whiteout. Oh, that looks nasty. I was like looking at this, I'm like, nice whiteout fading thing, and then I'm like, no, that's very bloody and nasty over there. That's gross. Nice group of the girls having some breakfast. Facial expressions. I like to point out, Gorby sometimes makes over-the-top facial expressions, and I appreciate that in his art. It certainly works with some characters. It can be overdone. Not by him generally, maybe occasionally, but like some artists, sometimes you just go all in on like too crazy of facial expressions. But even that is better than the artists who don't give you enough facial expression and you just have these like listless dead face panels like one after the next, and that is worse. Like I would rather have a goofy face on every page than to feel like the faces just get boring. And even sometimes, I enjoy Archie comics a lot. And I find those faces to be quite expressive that they do. However, I've also noticed they've only got like a handful of 8 to 10 particular expressions that they do. And they just keep reusing them. So that could be a little bit repetitive too. I like that these, there's like a lot of variation between each face. So appreciate that. Concluded part 3, wrapping it up. The time machine guy, you need a good distraction to get out of here for a while. Fem letters, I need to go back and reread all the letter pages. AC alert, Fem fans, what do we got going on? A rad Colecast statue? I did not know about that. I've always been saddened that they never, even like crappy figures, they never made any figures for Femforce. Oh man, if they would make some Femforce figures after all these years, it could draw some attention to the book, which is still, of course, being published since 1985. Yeah, that looks great, Brad. Nice work. But yeah. Oh my gosh, give us some Femforce figures. That would be fantastic. You could do one of them startup I don't know how they do it. You can make figures differently now, but seriously, make some Femforce figures, guys. Coffin Comics, if they can make some low-run comic book figures of like Lady Death or La Muerta or Helena, I'm sure you guys could swing enough to get some Femforce figures made. Make us a team, and then put me #1 on the list to sign up to buy them. I would do that. I forgot to look. Who's here? Story and art by C. Bradford Gorby. Art, ink art, Mark Heike. Tone art, Chris Cherms, and editor Bill Black. Wowza. You just step back. That is a lot of ink on this page. That is a lot of work. Somebody did a lot of pencil work there. That is a lot of penciling. So I've noticed with some black and white, like especially when a book is in black and white, like you never see a book like this, pages like this, colored. They don't color everything like that. It would be like impossible for your eyes to look at. But black and white, where they just do hues of gray and stuff, people get really, really, really busy with the pen and just look at the density of the coverage. It's incredible. Like almost a crazed amount of detail work that they'll throw into stuff. I think of people like, I don't particularly like his work, but I like how he does it. Tim Vigil, and some of those other like really crazy independent books that just go all out. I mean, all out. And just insane amounts of detail work. And it's like, were you being paid by the page or by the amount of pins you wore out? Because they'll just put so much line work and effort into a book that it's almost staggering. And I know, like in some of those, I'm trying to think of some of the artists' names, but you'll come across them every now and then. You'll be like, man, this is almost too much. I almost can't even make out what's happening on this page because there's so much busy artwork. That's a greatness victory. I'm less in love with that one. And what does the Sorcerer Supreme do on her days off? She reads Golden Age Greats. I don't have any issues of Golden Age Greats. I should probably get that. Anyway, 94, countdown to issue 100. I found these to be very confusing. Issue 95, countdown to 100. They've all got issue 100 on them, so it's like kind of... And once again, this issue is smaller than the other issue. That's a little cool. Guest starring Emma Davenport and Fangirl. Femforce 95. Story, Bill Black. Pencils, Gorby. Inks, Heike. I don't know, it's just kind of blending together down there. Some very busy opening page, though. And what is that, a monkey? Did that monkey just throw something? I don't like monkeys. I do like the photo cover. Good work on all this. This looks really good. I like this look in the mirror thing. I don't know how hard that is to draw, but I imagine it's pretty hard to draw, but it looks really good. I like that whole thing that they did there. And man, once again, I don't know what they were putting. I don't know if they were giving like stronger coffee than normal, but these pages look extremely busy. Like I've seen a lot of Gorby's work in the past in different issues of this, and I don't remember it being so... Was all of it this dense, or was he just like did he need to switch to decaf finally? Because this is a lot. This is a lot of work in there. I've always been curious. You know, it looks like so much, and I kind of wonder, like, what's the time frame? How long does someone actually spend on a page that's that dense? And I'm sure it varies for different artists. Video recently I looked at, there was an ad for Gru, the Wanderer. And I mean, what is his name? Sargonio, I can't remember. The guy who does Gru. Incredibly busy and detailed pages. But I heard he cranks them out really fast. And so I'm like, a page like this, I feel like somebody could probably knock out in, I don't know, probably take me a couple hours. But I'm assuming like a real artist or a good artist could probably knock something like that out way quicker. But like these really, really detailed pages, how long does that actually take? I've always just been curious. And then do they draw all these panels? Is this one page that they draw, or is this a page and then this is a page and then they scrunch them together? I've never really been sure. But I know some of it you look at and you're just like, man, how long did they spend on this page? How long did it take them to draw that? I've always kind of been curious, because I know some people can hammer it out real fast, and a simple drawing like this can be knocked out, I would think, rather quickly. Ooh, books that I need. The Big Six of comics. I need some more Blue Bulleteer in my life, definitely. And I hate that thing. It needs to stay away. Rocket Man? Yes. And I definitely need more Catman and Kitten. By the way, this cover is weird. It's kind of rough. It's like a textured, I don't know, different paper than your standard comic paper. Gotta clear the throat. It's early. It's still early today, guys. So this is issue 96, Femforce, Mangled by the Claw. It's the guy that I can't stand, the Claw. He's so gross looking. But why? Why the manga cover? I don't understand this. I was complaining that Gen 13 did this too, because like Gen 13 was great covers, amazing art, and then it suddenly went manga, and I was like, why? Why did you go manga? Luckily, I don't think Femforce stays manga. I think it just has like a manga cover. And ooh, that's a really nice opening page. That's great work. I'm gonna go yes. That is awesome artiste. And that is super detailed. Very nice work, Brad. Good work on the facial expressions, everything here. I'm really liking this. And just amazing editing with the little sprites floating around in just the right places. Ugh, the Claw. Oh, I hate the Claw. It's so gross. Like, I've come across it in numerous old comics. And it's just nasty. She suddenly turned manga. Oh, nice. They've all suddenly turned manga. How unfortunate for them. Okay, I'm liking this. And you know what? It's even the... it's the 80s Project A-ko style manga. Not even the like modern stuff. It's the vintage manga. I like that. So yeah, it looks like they're suddenly being transformed into manga characters. Oh, it's been so long since I've read this stuff. I can't even remember how this goes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm digging all of this. And I'm assuming this looks still like Brad's work. C. Bradford Gorby's work. It's kind of cool when somebody, if they can just flip from, oh, you know what, I'm going to do it manga style now. That's awesome. And yeah, please stomp that guy, the Claw, and get him out of the book, because oh, I can't stand how that guy looks. Like, it's disgusting. But this is some great work. This is like a beautiful blend of vintage comic book feel and style, and then throw in some manga flavor to it. What a hybrid vibe to this book. I kind of really like it a lot. Great Women Superheroes by Trina Robbins. AC Unbound, source for super babes. Big old letter pages, fabulous Femforce pinup of Sin. All the back issue stuff that you wish you could afford. And another ad for the Big Six lineup. And we're getting closer to issue 100. Now, after issue 100, guys, I don't know if I don't have tons. I've got a full run of issue 1 through 100. Then after that, it gets very, very sketchy. I'm going to leave it on this one because that is actually, I don't know, I'll go with this one. Solid through issue 100. After that, it gets pretty sketchy. I've picked up a few, but they're much harder to find. Shortly after issue 100, I guess it would have been more in the late 90s when the comic book market crapped the bed, or whatever you want to call it. And so a lot of the issue 100 to 200 of Femforce is very difficult to find for reasonable prices. I can find it, but it's like 20 bucks an issue. Sometimes it's 50, 60 bucks an issue, and I'm like, I can't afford it. So I do keep my eyes peeled, and every time I see something from that period that I can afford, that I don't have, I grab it. And I've slowly but surely been trickling in some of those issues, but it does take time. I will eventually get to it. Hopefully, someday I'll be able to do an issue 100 to 200. Until then, I will have a nice solid issue 1 through 100 and probably 108 up in the playlist for Femforce. So if you want to check out the entire series, go for it. We're up to, like I said, issue what did I get to? 96 this time. So 4 more and we're at 100. But like I said, go back, check out issues 1 through now. And anyway, that's my story. Appreciate you guys watching. I will catch you guys later. Bye.